Hello everyone and welcome back to another Black Desert video. So for today we're going to be talking about the updates for the barter information window, which makes bartering kind of look a lot easier for newer players. Before, it was separated and sorted by the white grade, green grade, blue, yellow, orange grade, which is kind of confusing for newer players as they do not know what level it pertains to. And just a reminder for newer players that you could go to your settings and then head over to interface setting UI hotkeys, and under these ones you could find the barter information which you can assign a key to. I've put mouse function 2 on mine to make it easier to call the barter information window at a click of a button without me going to the menu. So now I'm going to show you how to properly use this filter. Now what you need to do first is click on this sticker UI, and what it does is it pulls it out of the BDO game and into another window. And as you can see, it looks like it didn't change anything, but now I could drag it into another screen and pull it back again, which means that if I have the map open, it would not disappear. So the next thing that you would do is by hitting M to open up the map and going to this middle filter. Now, the first thing that normally you would do when you start bartering is by trading your normal items, which is the one that you could purchase off of the market, into level 1. And one of the best changes that they've done is that if you click on any of these ones, it would now bring up the central market where you could buy that one for that item, and then you could just go to the marketplace or made it into your inventory and then into your ship, which is a huge quality of life change. And you could do that for multiple ones and it would bring you to that one directly. And what you could do now too is by clicking on the actual item over here where the arrow is at, and it would now bring you to that island and show you the pathing to it. So you could also click on this sort by my location to sort by how near it is to you, and then the farthest one at the very bottom. As you can see, it goes further and further and further. So that one is very nice to see, which one I could take first nearest me, and then which one I could kind of reserve later that are furthest away from me. And then what you can do next on these ones is, once you click on this, is by clicking on the next item, and it would bring you to the pathing for that route up to the level 5 trade item. The next filter is my favorite so far, and if you go to the normal to level 1, you will be able to trade all of these items for just one of the level 1 item. But if you go to level 1 to 2, you can now filter it to 3 or more, meaning that you could convert one of your level 1 to 3 of the level 2s, and then one of the level 2s to 3 of the level 3s, which means that you're maximizing your item count and expanding your inventory for minimum investment on these items. Now, the only bad thing about the bartering cycles is that it's not always connected for the 1 to 3s. So it means that you have to stock up on some items in order for you to efficiently trade for the 1 to 3s. What I mean by that is, for example, when we start at the ground bird meat and we go to Mariveno Island, you would see that the trade is 1 to 1 for 800 meat for 1 seagull. And if we click on that one, you would see next that this is the 1 to 2, more than 3 or more, and it's 1 seagull for 3 cucumbers. And then if we click on this one, you would see that it's not the one that we would want to see, as it's not here on the list. It's not a 1 to 3, but it's just a 2 or more. So for beginner barterers, it's okay to trade for these ones as you are just increasing your inventory. But general rule of thumb, if you are already seasoned barterer and you have a lot of inventory in your storage, then you should go and opt for these 3 or more. So what I would normally do now is go to normal, level 1, see if I have any of these items or I'm short on any of these level 1s by going to my inventory and looking at my level 1s and see, oh, which one I have like the smallest. So for example, I don't have, you know, any more seagull as much as I would want to, so these are only 4. Then I would go and buy bird meats off of the market and then trade it for the seagulls. After that one, we will be going to level 2 to 3, and then we'll be trading those items for these 1 to 3. Now, if I have in any case a shortage of a certain item, so for example, I only have 2 monster tentacle, then what I do is I exit out of the storage and then back into the map, and then just click on where this is at, the monster tentacle over here, and then just click on this one again to see if there is an available trade for me that I could do for these ones. If not, if it's not 1 to 3, sometimes I opt out for it and skip that one. But if you really need it, then you could go ahead and track onto this island by right clicking on the NPC with the arrow icons for bartering. So second to the last is the normal barter, and these are the ones that you could trade an item for a normal item, or one that you could exchange for a level 1, or some items that you have for bartering that can be exchanged for shipbuilding materials. So this is very important when you're trying to build your karak and you want to see if there are dark irons available or if there's some brilliant mats available for that certain cycle. Then this is what you click on. And last but not the least are the core coin trades. And normally what I do is, if it's 58 or up, I do trade my level 4s for it, and I also check the Hakovin trade. So for example, the one that we have over here is just 43 coins, which means that I'm gonna be skipping the Hakovin run for the coins. And this is also good for checking which of the Magoria coin exchanges is worth it by clicking on those ones and making sure that, you know, if it's 200 and up, and like there's 2 of them, so this is like 400 coin run, followed by like the other ones, there's like 72, 131, 121 and 148. Then for me, this is a worth it run with my volante. And then if I do want to have kind of like consolation for these ones, for like the 94 and the 76 on this part, then I use my advance on these. So guys, I hope you find this overview helpful, and I hope that you will be able to utilize it and expand more on your barter empire. And as always guys, if this guide has helped you, please do consider subscribing, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.